This ABC 15 Flash Briefing is sponsored by Sanderson Ford. Straight up.
Hi, I'm Steve IRVIN with your top stories from ABC15 Arizona. Many of those involved with the January 6th riot believe the presidential election was riddled with fraud. We've seen no proof of widespread fraud, but that same belief has fueled Arizona's latest election audit. And now the New York Times is reporting former President Trump believes our audit could help land him back in the White House.
What Trump is saying now is not surprising. He's been saying for a while that Arizona is going to be the first domino to fall. But the fact of the matter is there are no dominoes to fall. The results of the election are final. They were certified in November. Those certified results are an accurate reflection of the will of Arizona voters. And any period to bring forth evidence of fraud has been long past.
That Secretary of State and gubernatorial candidate Katie Hobbs speaking with CNN Thursday. As for the audit, it continues on at Veterans Memorial Coliseum. Leaders have until the end of the month to finish the recount. Hobbs continues to oppose it. Catching up on big stories across Arizona, police are looking for a driver who hit and killed a woman in Phoenix. We brought you this as developing story at 10. Investigators identifying that victim as 63-year-old Pamela DeSoto. They say she was walking near 16th Street and Broadway when a car hit her and took off. Police don't have a car description, hoping potential witnesses can provide more details. A police chase across the valley ends with 2 people arrested. The Cliff Castle chopper over the scene as it ended with law enforcement surrounding the suspect's car near 27th Avenue and Bethany Home Road. DPS tells us the driver took off after being pulled over on I-10 in Pinal County. We're working to get more info on the suspects. A school break-in investigation. Investigators are hoping police or somebody knows who is responsible for this vandalism. Splattered paint across dozens of classrooms at Seacrest Elementary in Flagstaff. Police believe it happened sometime Sunday night, and they're urging anybody with information to call them or silent witness. The Arizona Department of Health Services announcing Thursday they plan to close state-operated vaccine sites by the end of this month. This Saturday will be the last day that you can get your first dose at state-run locations and still get your second dose at that same site. After that, you'll still be able to get your first dose at a state vaccination site, but you're going to have to go to an alternate place for your second shot. Vaccines will still be available at pharmacies, doctors' offices, and pop-up clinics. ABC 15 on Consumer Watch as delivery giants DoorDash, Uber Eats, and Postmates settle a lawsuit from Arizona Attorney General Mark Brnovich. The companies were accused of racial bias for waiving delivery fees for black-owned restaurants to support the community in the wake of George Floyd's murder. Brnovich saying the law must be enforced even if the company's intentions were good. A local fan fed up with nobody cheering around him at Suns games, so instead of blending into the crowd, he amped up the energy and the orange. His name is Mr. Orange, spelled O-R-N-G. By day, he's a high school varsity basketball coach, but after being told to be quiet from other fans, he turned up the volume. Today, Mr. Orange uses his platform to inspire others, even doing public speaking, telling other kids to follow their dreams.
What passion do you have? And I say, ask yourself that question and think about it. You may not have the answer right now, but when you identify what that is and what truly makes you happy, go achieve it.
Mr. Orange will not be in LA Thursday night since he's taking his own basketball team to a tournament in Las Vegas, but he will be cheering on just as we are. Calling all Marvel fans, I got a sneak peek at the latest addition to Disney California Adventure Park, Avengers Campus. It lets you feel like you're part of the Marvel Universe, whether you're slinging webs with Spider-Man or practicing the mystic arts with Doctor Strange. Avengers Campus officially opens Friday, and starting June 15th, Disneyland will be back open to guests from outside of California.
I'm Chief Meteorologist Amber Sullins with a look at your forecast and another hot day to end the week tomorrow. Here's your Valley Planner. 80 degrees at 6 a.m. and 90s begin at 9 o'clock in the morning. We'll hit the low 100s at noon and go up to 107 around 4 p.m. here in Phoenix tomorrow, picking up some afternoon breezes at 10 to 20 miles per hour here in the Phoenix metro as well. Now, overnight tonight, we may see a few storms try to come in off the higher terrain. They're going to collapse as they come in, but we may get some gusty winds and maybe a few sprinkles sprinkles out of it in the overnight forecast. And kind of the similar setup happening tomorrow in the late afternoon and evening. These storms lining up to our northeast, trying to come in, but they are going to be weakening as they do. So I'm not expecting a lot of rain, but we'll throw in that 10% shot of an isolated shower or thunderstorm. If we get anything, it'll just be maybe a few sprinkles and some gusty winds as these storms try to roll into the valley. As we take a look at the next 7 days, it looks drier into the weekend and still hot. We'll drop a few degrees down to 102 by Tuesday, but triple digits all week long.
For the latest headlines, weather, and traffic, head to ABC15.com or download the free ABC15 mobile app.
This ABC 15 Flash Briefing is sponsored by Sanderson Ford. Straight up.